Is that funny? Oh, is it just then broke right now? Hmm? Dad, remember like that night with you doing like that karate with Isaiah? Well, did you see? It actually called me Isaiah.
I didn't do that.
Yeah.
I heard that you can say sorry.
Yeah, because of he calling me Isaiah, and not even Isaiah. I told him that. It's not some lie. God to God. You can do the die button. Horses. Horses. No. Oh. So, under first. Dad, your baby's trying to work a little upstairs. Just trying to work out upstairs with her squats. Only me? Mm-hmm. Stop looking hard. Look.
That's where I felt like my voice was always on. She can't sing it was my son. I don't know about you, but my wife would have no hesitation telling me I was singing the notes. But if I went for the original key, I couldn't hit those notes with my voice. Rocking them up lots, right? Now, most singers will just clench their belly, open their mouth, and try to shout out the sound. But I'm not talking about vocals. I'm talking about sustaining these notes in a consistent and controlled way, so that you can sing the whole song in one go, so that you can sing a full set of songs in this range. Well, but here's the thing: no amount of vocal exercise is ever going to make you strong to connect those two voices, because this isn't a musical issue. It's acoustic. Let me show you what I mean. Let's say I want to hit that G note that I'm struggling with. I'll use the word hey as an example. Again, two voices, right? After vocal exercises, if I just shift the vowel very slightly like this, suddenly that note sounds very different in my voice. And if I create that step shift in my vowel when I'm singing the vocal line, same note, same word, different vowel, the rate is gone. That's a moment. That's an acoustic peak. You can spend weeks, months, years waiting to be strong enough to sing your favorite songs. But if you don't address the acoustic,
well, Apple restaurant took to Facebook today to announce that they raised prices on some of their menu items, a difficult decision that several restaurants, food truck owners in the Valley have had to make. Well, the live Paul Stino tells us what.
you see this? It's not bad. It's a Facebook post by Al Shea, number one in the right. After holding off for as long as possible, Arts Eastside and Appleton looking to raise their prices on some of their menu items.
We don't take it lighthearted in any way. It's a big decision and it's kind of a heavy on me.
You see this? It's not bad.
Dad, I love you. I love you too, Jacob. What is that, Dad?
So, if I
Talk about like parents, be honest. Like how your car actually got me.
Up 200 billion years ago, was my last car cleaned? Ooh, 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 oh, ooh, ah. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh. Ooh, oh, ooh. Ooh, oh, ooh, ooh. Oh my God. This is
what's the biggest difference between the Packers and the Cowboys as an organization?
You know, it's different for me now because I was probably a fan favorite, but I was never an organization. It seems like Dallas really makes over quarterback, receiver, and then it's everybody else. There's definitely problems for sure. So you go to Green Bay, you feel feel like you're a fan favorite, and now you feel like you're an organization, you're a franchise. That's how you feel now. Yeah. And you feel now you are a Packer. You are a cheese eating Green Bay, Wisconsin. That's who you are. It's a beautiful feeling when take
Everything. What is good?
seeing so many steps. It's a business first. He's an oil man. It's a business. They treat it like a business. Is it safe to say the Packers treat it more like a family? Yeah, it's definitely family first. I mean, my first day at Packers, everyone was there is no hierarchy at Cardinal. Everyone is like, like you would never be able to tell between someone Cleveland or Andre and probably a coach if a random person walking the building. That's how they treat you. Let me show you how iPhone 17 Pro looks with a waterfall learner. You won't want to change your screen for 5 years. First, remove that ceramic screen protector that affects your original display color. Ordinary tempered glass screen protectors are long outdated. You must know the annoyance of chipped side edges. Hydrogel screen protectors can leave bubbles everywhere. It's just a waste of money. Now, those using iPhones have all switched to the brand new touchscreen installation box. If dust falls during the application, don't worry. Just place the dust-free armor box on top. Hold out the dust removal strip and noticeable dust that's lifted out. Then gently press the bottom area. The protector will automatically adhere and quickly extract air. No more worries about leftover bubbles or wet edges. Even beginners can easily apply it at home. The second feature is the design with no openings at the earpiece. Water and dust won't enter the earpiece. The third feature is the electroplated hydrophobic layer. No fingerprints, no sweat smudges. Water droplets remain smooth, round, and full without sticking to the surface. There's also an option for a privacy screen. It protects your privacy and financial security in all directions. You'll feel more at ease in all directions.
Generation X, 1965 to 1980. Generation X raised themselves while nobody was watching. Their parents were busy. Divorce rates exploded in the 70s and 80s. Suddenly, half of them came
Why are you sleeping in my bed?
had two parents working because one income didn't cut it. Either way, kids came home to empty houses. They're called latchkey kids for a reason. They literally had keys around their necks because nobody was home to let them in. They made their own dinners, did homework alone, figured things out without guidance because guidance wasn't available. Boomers dominated every conversation. Boomers were the main characters of society. Gen X existed in the margins, watching their parents' generation take up all the oxygen while they just tried to survive adolescence and supervise. This created something specific, independence, a dark sense of humor about everything, because sincerity had already failed their parents' generation. They didn't expect institutions to help them, didn't expect anyone to show up. They learned early to handle your own confidence. Their struggle
John,
wasn't
do I
loud,
have to go there again?
just absence, being forgotten in the chaos of a changing society. A full spray foam
FBI, open up, open up.
$97 in Fox Valley and surrounding areas. Yes, Koala Insulation of the Fox Valley has you covered. We're locally and veteran owned, so we are not a big insulation company. We don't have 20 off.
During the Civil War, soldiers traded ammunition for coffee. They called troops in the middle of battle just to swap tobacco for beans. Coffee was more important to the men who fought for this country than bullets, and their coffee was cleaner than yours. The American Civil War was fought on coffee. Union soldiers received
Coffee.
standard military ration. That's almost a pound a week, more than flour, more than sugar, more than meat. Coffee was the most important item in a soldier's kit. Every morning before dawn, soldiers would pull out green coffee beans, roast them over the campfire in a tin cup, crush them with a rifle butt, and brew a fresh cup before marching into battle. Fresh roasted, single origin by necessity, consumed within minutes of being prepared. It wasn't a luxury, it was survival. Soldiers wrote more about coffee in their letters and diaries than they wrote about combat. One Union soldier wrote that coffee was the essential of a soldier's life. Without it, troops couldn't march, couldn't stay alert on watch, couldn't function. And here's where it gets unbelievable. In 1863, soldiers from the 31st Virginia Virginia infantry, Confederates who hadn't had coffee in months because the Union blockade cut off their supply, called a temporary ceasefire with a Yankee unit across the line. They walked into no man's land, traded tobacco for coffee beans, then walked back to their positions and resumed firing. They risked their lives for coffee in the middle of the war. Confederate troops.
You can just EQ it. Learn to use EQ. Remove all frequency.
They have nothing inside. It's solid corridors are strong. But this has nothing to do with strong inside. This stud that goes from the hot plate all the way to the bottom plate makes this insulation strong. So if this door is not tied into the structure, it makes this insulation very deep. Let's see how strong to make for a stronger door is. Bigger, wider than your door. Take a level mark. Use shims to plumb your inside. Shims are best installed in opposite directions so you can shim flat. If they get stacked, you'll see that this side is thick and this side is thin. And this can twist your jam. So we'll tag up our shims at our hinge height. Now we measure down to our level line. And trim down your high side. Now you can set your door. Now we'll continue to shim the hinge, get it plumb in this direction, and nail it. Now you can measure down from the top of your jam to your level line. The two measurements should be the same. Or check your top reveal and make sure that it's the same. Now you shim your latch size to get the proper gap. Use this shim to hold your door gap while you make adjustments on your door strip. Now nail off your latch size. Depending on if you have smart
God, stop it. Stop.
you need to either set your door higher or cover your door. Remove your door pins, over your door, and cut it down. And this keeps your edge. Don't throw the door.
Oh, there's a water bucket clutch.
Instead of nails, you can install screws. This is installed with screws, and this is installed with nails. And also fasten behind the hinges. When installing handles, use a protective sleeve and carefully screw them in.
Quick test. What notes on apron of the manuscript? If you had to stop and think for a second, this is for you.
It's called the front door fix, and it is the best.
Yeah.
See coffee? We broke.
My phone.
This is a two-story house with a basement. This wall is balloon framed, and this wall is platform. The main difference between platform framing and balloon framing required long lumber, typically 16 to 20 foot long. Platform framing typically uses 8 to 10 foot studs. Short walls are easy to lift, and tall walls are much harder. These long spans were easier with old growth wood, and shorter walls were better with sustainable lumber. These nails
Yes. No, I'm safe.
In this case, when a load supply no fastener for handling it. Platform framing is done in sections. The joist and subfloor split these two rolls. As you get floor load, the weight goes down into your joist, travels across, and will go fully down the stud wall. This does not count on nails or fasteners to hold your floor. For balloon frames, it's common that a ledger will get inset into the stud wall. This ledger being recessed in the stud wall is not always the case. So as your floor load goes through your joist and comes down your stud wall, it counts on these fasteners and this ledger to handle the floor weight. It's often thought that this is the main issue with balloon framing, but it isn't. Ledgers are still used on decks, pole barns, and other structures. Also, ledger failure will allow the entire floor to collapse at once. For example, common issue is that this would not have fire stoppers. So if the fire starts, this can travel from your basement all the way up very quickly. Let's see what happens if there's a fire in the basement. As you see, the fire travels up these bays and easily makes it upstairs. On this side, the fire doesn't make it up because they're blocking in these areas. This is what makes fire blocking super important and why we don't balloon frame anymore. Thanks for watching.
That's why I'm still watching Facebook. Why are you still watching Facebook?
Two-story house with a basement. This wall is balloon framed. This wall is platform. The main difference between platform framing and balloon framing is one kid cost a Texas Tech student $12,000, but it ended up being the best thing to ever happen. Let me explain. See, on September 20th, 2008, when 20-year-old education major Matt Williams was walking to receive from Jones AT&T Stadium when he noticed a contest happening for the game. Enter your name for the chance to kick a 30-yard field goal during the third quarter, leading 3 grand prizes. And not thinking much of it, Matt entered and was surprised when he was picked out of the crowd of 53,000 to attempt the kick. Now, normally players and coaches don't pay much attention to these in-game promotions, since they typically involve some unathletic kid making a complete fool of himself. But Matt was different, because not only was he actually a pretty solid kid for high school, but he even attempted to play at the Division II level before transferring to Texas Tech after his sophomore year. So,
What?
without any hesitation, he proceeded to nail the 30-yard field
He was
goal,
able
winning
to.
himself a 3-year apprenticeship process. But the story doesn't end there. That's because even though the number 11th ranked Red Raiders were in the middle of a blowout against UMass, their kicker at the time had already missed 2 extra points in the team's first 2 games.
Oh.
So without much to lose, head coach Mike Leach sent an assistant strength coach to the stands to track down Matt to see if he wanted to join the team. Matt was obviously shocked, but after talking
Wait, is it you, Matt, or someone else, Matt?
where he got
I think it's someone else, Matt.
and joined the team for practice and weight. And even though the NCAA required Matt to turn down the estimated $7,000 worth of per-head contest, he went on to spend the rest of the 2008 season as the team's primary point kicker, where he finished a perfect 43 for 33. In fact, during his 3-season career with the team, he only ever missed one of his 150 PATs, and went impressive 22 for 28 field goals. He really was the real this one kid cost a Tech best and worst mushrooms.
Mm. No, no, listen. I'm going. You know what? I'm driving. I did. I'm stable. Mama. Ooh. Oops. Mom, I already asked her, did you make the coffee? She said, no. She answered no. We haven't made the coffee. You don't remember that?
They're saying, take
Monsters Riot is a riot, is a comedy writer. Or maybe
Okay. I'll do like.
girl, your man is exhausted, fatigued, at his wit's end without you even realizing it. And by the way, how is that not the right answer?
It's beautiful, just like you. Knowing how to see well makes you feel insanely smart. Chase mindless scrolling with this interactive photo training game. Have you heard of this app? I swapped social media for it, and it's honestly a game changer. It's fun and addictive, and it makes you feel sharper, not dumber.
Everybody in the military had anxiety. You were 7 minutes late. All of your friends would be dead. 7 minutes is a long time.
Knowing how to see
No.
well makes you feel insanely
Not a long time. But not long. I'm not forgetting it this time. I can now use it. I shall use it. Tool. I just. Oh, I think your babe's coming down to bring your coffee right now. That's what I'm discussing. What is this? Because green. This looks like it's only any other than this. Actually, no. I think I am the green. Yeah. And after going on the edge down here. Officially. No. Yes and no. And don't I want to go. That's what no, that's what it is. No, oh yeah, do oh. Well, yeah, we legit have to check out the sound. Dad, stop. Stop being on the remote.
Not on the remote, dummy.
You are.
How am I on the remote?
Because you always had a remote.
I have it. Take it. Where's that?
Good.
Oh, if I had coffee, I could find it. I
Oh.
don't know what you do with the coffee. What you do with the coffee? Hey! Wake up. Pick that pillow up. Get up. I don't know where the
When this moves, it's letting me play. It's in here. This is connected to it. Because
This how?
that when you actually it's in the new one got lost. Oh. Oh, Dad, it's actually under. It's I think yes, Dad did. Oh, it just stopped because. Oh, when you just did that, it just happened again.
Jordan. Look, Jordan.
Oh, it just happened again. Oh, it just happened again.
Jacob, where? I'll be there. I'm not gonna fix him.
Move it, George.
Look in there. Look over here.
That's this side. That your side is what it is. It's up. It was.
You see it?
It was taken when you were only sitting right here. It's taken, but when you were actually over here, no tape. It's ignored.
Well, I'll find it. Yeah, double.
Yeah, and I'm making